Yeah. Arsenal beat Wigan 4-0. And guys, that is a great little confidence boost for the boys for the remainder of the week. As of course, they drew to Brentford and it had the mood down within the whole Arsenal fan base. But Arsenal today went out there and blitzed Wigan in that first half 4-0. And now Arteta's men are on to the fifth round of the FA Cup. Before we go any further, please do hit that like button. Please do hit that subscribe button. And let's get this show started the right way. As always, cue the music. Yes, people. What's going on? It's Eagle Talks Football. We're back again with another video. Hope you guys are doing well. Arsenal just won 4-0 versus Wigan at home. Wigan Athletic, of course. And I just want to say, you're not going to have many games like this. Before we go any further into analyzing the game and looking at every little bit of the game and just looking into it a little bit deeper, you guys need to understand we're not going to have many games like this for the remainder of the season. It's going to be crunch time. There's going to be nerves. It's going to be very much a lot of nerves from here to the end of the season. So enjoy it, soak it up, enjoy the good football, enjoy the winning, enjoy the easy, relaxed game, because you're not going to have many of those. You're not going to have many of those. We're going to, the remainder of the season is going to be a lot of nerves, a lot of tough games. And I personally don't think we're going to see many more of these kind of easy 4-0 wins from now to the end of the season. Personally, for me, I think it's going to be more the opposite. We absolutely demolished Wigan today. Some people are going to talk about quad hopes, but personally, for me, it's more just a discussion in the sideline. It's not the main reason why I want to talk about things. But if anything, the first thing we need to talk about is Calafiori, because the lineup came out, and when the lineup came out, Calafiori was in the team. There was no problems, no injuries, and of course, he's the first casualty of tonight's game. Nobody wants to see Arsenal get injuries this late in the season. Especially nobody wants to see Arsenal get injuries to players who are most likely going to be good enough to start for us next game. But unfortunately, Calafiori did get injured. Unfortunately, Calafiori was the first casualty of the night, and he picked up some sort of injury in warm-up. I'm not sure exactly what the injury is. I need to look into it a little bit deeper. But I did see that he was picked in the starting 11 and then got injured and got taken out of the team. If I can just quickly search what is going on with Calafiori's injury. Calafiori picked up some sort of knock. Calafiori got injured again. All these unreliable players. Some people talking about him being an unreliable player. Very professional performance. Well, Ben White and Calafiori got injured. Yeah, you know what? I wasn't even going to talk about Ben White till later. So yeah, Calafiori got injured in warm-up. So that meant no Miles Lewis-Kelly in midfield. That was another factor. We don't know exactly what the injury was. But one thing we do know is the injury led to Bukayo Saka replacing him. And no, Bukayo Saka did not play left back. Bukayo Saka came in to play in the midfield. Bukayo Saka played in the 10 today. That was quite refreshing to see Bukayo Saka being able to be deployed in another position. And you know what? When he plays, wherever he plays, he just looks so solid. He looks so solid. In that 10 position, he looked comfortable. The way he was linking up with players, he basically opened up space for players through the middle because more people had to focus on him and Jesus. It left the passing lanes wide open for the likes of Madueke and Martinelli, which we're going to get on to Eze in a second. But Saka in the 10 today, Saka looks good. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Personally, for me, I thought he could have left the game with at least one goal. He had a couple chances, but fair play. It wasn't his night. It wasn't meant to be his night for him to be on the score sheet, but good performance nonetheless from Bukayo Saka, in my opinion. Bukayo Saka he's just so versatile, guys. He's played left back, he's played right wing, left wing, all over the place, and he's just one of those guys for us. I can't believe that there's been Bukayo Saka slander online, people trying to get onto him. I get it. You don't think he's having the best season. Fair enough, but some of the stuff I was seeing is downright disrespectful. He's still one of our more important players. He's still one of the main faces of this team. And as good as far as he goes, we're probably going to go as a team. Let's be honest. He's one of those guys who can take us to the next level if he's having himself a great game. But yeah, let's get on to the first goal scorer of the night. Of course, Noni Madueke. The pass from Eze. I just gotta say, Eze today was picking out some beautiful passes. Eze was finding Martinelli, finding Eze in some very good positions early in the game. I think what was it? Was it just under 10 minutes in? Noni Madueke was found by Eze in this position. If I can just get it on the screen to show you guys without, let me screenshot it. Let me screen grab it. 1 second. Let me screenshot that shit. Because if I could just show you guys the positions in which he was finding guys today. This was the positions in which he's finding guys today. It was beautiful to see. It was beautiful to see the positions in which he was finding guys today. 1 second. Window. Where is it? Here we are. So in this position, he's literally finding Eze through the lines. Through the lines, he was finding Eze today. He was doing a great job breaking the lines and getting guys. So right through the middle, you can see Eze was right here through the lines straight to Noni Madueke, and then Noni Madueke received the ball comfortably in that position and then slotted it away. Like it was just so easy. It was so easy for the boys today. It was I didn't think Wigan touched us in that first half. Wigan didn't touch us at all. So it's like it's good to just get an easy, comfortable win and get these performances. And Eze having a big hand to play with those first 2 goals was great. So this was Noni Madueke putting it away in that position. And Noni Madueke now has 2 goals in 2 games, back-to-back games. So Noni Madueke is another player we need to speak about. He's gaining some confidence, getting himself in front of goal. Like, don't get me wrong, it was a tough header to score versus Brentford. He put that out and comfortably put this chance away today. So fair play to Noni Madueke. He might not be everybody's favorite, but he is, when he's getting an opportunity to get in front of goal, he's taking it. I think later in the game, you've seen Victor Gyokeres had a similar opportunity in front of goal. He hit the post. So fair play to Eze. Fair play to Noni Madueke. They both had a big part to play in the early goal. And of course, I got my guest for today's video, none other than Trippy, joining us right now. Trippy, man, how you feeling?
Yes, sir. Hey, listen. Swami say, oh, easy like Eberechi bowling, something like that. I don't know, man. I feel good. Listen, do we not have again, like games where there's no stakes, no major pressure? Like, we just know it's gonna be a calm watch, and it actually ends up being a calm watch. Like, for the first time, honestly, in a long time this season, I felt my blood pressure getting lower watching that game. I was enjoying. I was having a good time. Like, calm. Nerves is just gone. I feel great, man.
Hey, I like the energy, man. I like the energy. Look, so I was already speaking about I already spoke about some of the key points. We already mentioned Calafiori's injury, Bukayo Saka playing in the 10, yes. Eze's first pass to Noni Madueke for the first goal. Beautiful. Did you know Martinelli has 10 GA just in the League Cup, just in the FA Cup and Champions League together combined. In 13 games in those 2 competitions, he has scored 10 goals. Ridiculous, eh?
Gosh, we haven't. Who's the last person to do that? That was a long time since.
Ian Wright.
Yeah. Again, this man is absolutely a cup competition killer right now, and I love it. Again, when we're in cup competitions, the teams are going to have more open spaces. People are going to try and, like, be a bit more rough with us and be aggressors and try and press and all stuff like that. And Martinelli is the one for that, where we don't have as many people who are maybe as quality at transitions, as other teams may be. He is absolutely that person I look to say, yo, who's going to cook in transition? Him. He's a road runner every time. Something gets going on, high line, he's past that. Good pass going in, he's past that. Like he knows how to work in these games where we're going to get that clear space in behind, on the run, when things are happening. And again, in these cups, he's been absolutely fantastic. Champions League, again, League Cup, FA Cup stuff. I love it. If this is the place for him to pick up form, long may it continue.
You know what? Next thing, before we go any further though, Eberechi Eze, 2 assists in 18 minutes. What do you think?
Just give this man the ball. Just give this man the ball. I absolutely loved where he was, how he was operating. Again, in my mind, it looked like an NFL QB in so many instances.
You know why I think it worked though? I think the reason why it worked so well is because you had another threat in Bukayo Saka in the middle. It definitely meant more people were focused on the central positions in Jesus and Saka, and they were maybe letting Martinelli and Noni have more one-on-one matchups.
Again, the runners are doing their thing. They're going to run the routes, and the people who are in the pockets that can spot them and make the passes, they'll be in the pocket doing their thing. Again, that's why I said that the kind of the QB analogy, man. When he either dropped deeper than Saka to receive the ball in the first phase and see what's happening, or he's a little bit higher up and can make a one touch and a pass off really quickly. The vision and the execution to get those off in space, at speed, at time, picking up people's runs. He's so good. He's so adept at that.
And I got a bone to pick with Martinelli, though. Why did he shoot it with his left foot on Thursday? Why did he do that on Thursday?
I know everybody mad about that.
Thursday.
I know.
In case you didn't see, he had the same situation on Thursday. He hesitated too much. This time, he just shot it with his left foot. Why didn't you do that on Thursday?
And this to me is just the quintessential thing. It is not a capability problem with most of these players, not any of these players.
Problem.
It is an execution application problem in the moment. Do you have the balls just to make that shot? Do you have the balls to say, yo, I'm gonna make this thing happen despite whatever will happen in this thing? Again, I know the game state, I know who we're facing, XYZ, but do you have the gall to execute something like that despite the circumstances? It is the last part of imposing their will as players and as a team in whatever circumstance.
Martinelli, you throw Martinelli in Italy, Spain, any other league.
Cooking these leagues. He's cooking these leagues. I don't care what people say. He's cooking these leagues off of pure pace alone. Give him somebody who could pass the ball decently on the counter one time, and he's cooking Serie A. Simple as, bro. These are good, solid players. Again, we're coming up against tough competition and whatnot, all that stuff, but it's just the imposing their will part. They gotta have the balls to say, I am that guy. I play with the cannon on my chest and I will make this happen. I'm gonna try these things because why not? Who else is gonna do it? They have to have that mentality when they're going into all these other types of fixtures that are tough.
Christian Norgaard.
Oh my God.
Why does he not play more?
Guardian of the Galaxy. I don't know. I don't know exactly why. I'm not gonna. I can't theorize fully because I don't know what goes on in Arteta's head like that, bro. It could be a billion different things. But what I will say is he needs to be trusted with some more relief minutes for Zubimendi and Rice. At least coming off after 70, 80 minutes. You know,
he deserves to play more.
Depending on the game state, but in many situations he deserves to play more, man. Again, the guy's absolutely tight.
He played 14 games for Arsenal this season. And out of those 14 games, 4 of them have been in the league. You're telling me he only gets 4 games in the league? Surely in the second half, we need to second half of the season, we need to give him more minutes in the league because he's played 5 Champions League games, pretty much all the cup games. So I get that, but come on.
This guy has shown that the physical levels, again, he's not afraid of. This guy was a Brentford captain. You know what I'm saying? Again, although he's not the most mobile guy in the world, he can get rough and tumble. He'll get in them duels, and he's smart.
Right, he's not that old, you know. He's only 31.
Yeah. Again, he may look. Again, the mobility makes him look like 31. He has the what's it called? He has the Mikel Marino type of aesthetic, where it's you think he's older than what he actually is because of how he moves, and that's fine. Whatever, it is what it is. But he has shown he is smart and he will put himself in the right positions defensively to not be a liability. And honestly, is a net positive in many situations. And the one thing that I said from when he first came in, and many people said this as well, his progressive passing from DM has been so good, so undersold that people just gloss over it because they're he's just a cheap player that we got on the end.
That pass to Jesus. Woo!
again, he's smart enough to spot these runs, and he has the execution to make these things happen.
That was more Christian Norgaard than Jesus' finish.
100%. Thank God Jesus was on side today. Thank goodness he was on side today for this one, bro. That's all I can say. But
you know what? Social media people are not going to be able to stay relevant today unless they find something to talk about. They were talking shit about Gyokeres when he came on. I'm not gonna lie, I am kind of annoyed. Gyokeres hit the post.
Yeah, he hit the post, but that was still again.
And he keeps falling over in the box. Why does he keep falling over in the box?
I feel like because he's a top heavy player and he's going to barge around and he's going to get into duels with a lot of these guys just off the strength. I feel like sometimes he overestimates that and he like gets into it and just falls over. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the downsides of being such a very, very physical player that is seeing barges happen to him and he might want to give some back. He might just fall over. Right. So I can't discredit him though.
When Saka came off, it didn't look like he was injured to me. When Madueke, Saliba came off, it looked like they were fine. But Kepa and Ben White. Kepa was just a tactical decision, right?
I think Kepa was just to get. Funny enough. Remember some time ago,
Arteta sub the keeper.
Arteta was like, "Yo, I want to sub a keeper. That's the only thing I haven't done. I need to get that done." Like I think it was that, and for just the vibes, man. Tommy again. He hasn't had minutes all season. We're 4-0 up. Why not? You know, and Arteta has been in the mind to do those things. You know, absolutely. Ben White walked off, so I don't think it's crazy. I think it was just super precaution, so I'm not going to be too mad at it. But hopefully that is the maximum that it was. It was like a precaution. He looked a little bit knocked. Let's take him off. You know what I'm saying? Calafiori is enough damage for the day, bro. Calafiori being gone.
Yeah, we can't escape a day without getting an injured player. Bro. It's super annoying. Super annoying. Next, I know people hate talking about it, but technically we're still on for a quad.
Again, and listen, despite what people say,
I don't think we're gonna get it, but it's great to still be on for it. For people that are like, hey, listen, we've been playing shit. This Saka's not getting the most out of this. This player's not getting the most out of that. We still haven't figured out Gyokeres. Gyokeres is not that good of a player, XYZ. To have all these things over our head as Arsenal Football Club this season and still be in contention for all 4 competitions at this rate is fantastic. And not only being contention for all 4 competitions, be in good position for all of those things. Again, into the 5th rounds of the cups. We finished first in the Champions League table. Right now we're 4 points clear. Again, obviously we want to see more. We want to see better. We want to see the margins improve and everything just be out of sight, obviously. But given the context, given how everything's been laid out, I'm happy where we're at. We're still fighting on all 4 fronts. This is where I want to be. I don't want to be sitting there with 40 games a season. That's my max, bro. Some people got to wait to the end of the month to play. To see their team play, they got to wait 2 weeks, bro. They got to wait a fortnight, no video game, to literally see their team play. That's not what I want. I want to see my team be in the forefront of all these competitions. So all I can say is long may it continue. Okay, so on the injuries to Calafiori and Ben White, we'll see what happens over the next couple of days. No information from Mikel Arteta. So we'll have to wait and see. And then, just to end it off, bro, what you get? We're going to have to give some player ratings. Yeah. So let's just do these. You start with the players. I'll just sit back and I'll give you my 2 cents on each one afterwards.
Okay, I'll give you a quick run through. We'll start with Kepa Arrizabalaga. I'll give him shoot. I will give him probably like a 7. Are we doing halves? Are we doing halves?
Try to do fulls, and then we'll speak from there.
I'll do fulls. Okay, I'll do fulls. I'll say a 7. I think a 7 is.
He didn't have much to do, so yeah. 7.
Kept the clean sheet. His distribution wasn't like crazy. You know, got it out of his feet when he needed to. I think he only got like messed up off the press like one time, but it went out for a goal kick. Not too much to do. Again, 7, pretty straightforward. Ben White, I would say, probably like a 7 as well. Pretty solid in my mind.
I thought Noni Madueke's deliveries let him down a little bit.
Yeah. Just a tad.
The whole back line just gets a 7, in my opinion.
Yeah, they didn't do nothing
it's
like crazy.
Really the midfield. Really the midfield that ran the show. I'm giving Eze and Norgaard both 8s. Actually, I'll give Eze a 9. I'll give Norgaard an 8.
I agree. And if anybody would get a half, I would give Norgaard an 8.5, which is how good he was on both sides of the field and really making things happen and tick over, bro. Like how many times I've seen Norgaard just like get it to the wingers, just ping it to the wingers, isolation situation. We're in the final third constantly over and over again. So shouts to them, 100%.
True. And the fact that we played centrally, progressed through the middle with Eze today was very impressive. We need to see more of that. We don't do enough central progression in our games in the Premier League. If you see in the game versus Brentford, it was all horseshoe.
And it's tough. It's tough a lot of times because of how teams set up against us. But I know with how capable our team is to manipulate those blocks and find those little slivers of space to make things happen. We can force little moments through like those again. We can force those central progression moments.
I honestly can't fault the attack today. Everyone should be getting a good rating. So I'm giving Noni at 8, Martinelli at 8, Saka at 8. And Jesus an 8. Everyone was involved with the goal. Everyone was involved. Saka didn't even do much, but look at the chances that he still created a chance. He still had 2 shots, and easily scored.
It's the tale of his game this season. Again, while he hasn't been on the GA as much as on the score sheet and whatever, as much as people want to, his influence on games is still very undeniable in my opinion. I think it's substitutes,
quiet games. Gyokeres didn't really do much. Hit the post. Trossard, a quiet day himself, and then Zubimendi. I'm just gonna give everybody 6s that came off the bench. It was nice to see Matt Smith, and he got to play a lot because we had them burnt after 30 minutes. Our good old friend Owen Goals is back.
Facts. Hey, 10 out of 10 to Owen Goal, because it's always a good time to see Owen Goal, bruh. That 5-year contract is coming in full. Don't worry. End of the season, we gonna get to you, bro. We gonna get to you.
There you go. And that's it for today. Not much really to talk about. Is Arsenal gonna win the quad? Probably not. Was this a good confidence boost? 100%. And on to the game versus Wolves. We got what you guys got to realize is we play Wolves on Wednesday, and then after that we play. We're nonstop after that. After Wolves, we play Tottenham on the weekend. So it's like we just keep going.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up here, boys and girls. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. Big up to you, full-time trips, and you already know what it is.
Love, man.
Peace.